Quality education is a fundamental right of every Filipino. For the Department of Education, inclusive education ensures that quality education is within reach for anyone who wants to learn. But what does inclusive education mean? Inclusive education means everyone who wants to learn is welcome. They are supported to learn, whoever they are, wherever they are, and whatever their abilities and learning needs are. Inclusive education needs to be set in place in all the dimensions of education: curriculum, learning delivery, learning resources, educational assessment, safe learning environment, facilities, teacher professional development, partnership for inclusive education, school leadership and management, and governance support. These ensure that inclusive education is experienced by the learner. The learner, regardless of gender, abilities, culture, age, ethnicity, social background, religious beliefs, and other characteristics, is welcomed and supported to learn through all dimensions. The K-12 curriculum ensures that learning standards and competencies can be related to local culture, history, and the day-to-day reality of learners. This makes lessons relevant to the learners and easy to understand. The perspective of inclusive education is at the core of the K-12 curriculum, which is demonstrated through the following. Mother tongue-based multilingual education. Children feel encouraged when they express themselves in the language that they know. This helps build their confidence too. They are confident, learn better and faster when they are first taught in a language they already understand. Their various mother tongue languages can be the starting point for learning in the early grades. Responding to the specific needs of groups of learners is also part of inclusive education, thus the various programs being offered by the department. The Special Education Program. This program ensures that schools welcome learners with disabilities and encourages their participation with learners at the same grade level in school as appropriate. This includes specific learning support in terms of teaching modality, equipment, learning environment, and facilities. The Madrasa Education Program. DepEd recognizes the need of Muslim learners for additional support in strengthening their moral and spiritual fiber, and this is addressed through the Arabic language and Islamic values education, or live classes facilitated by teachers trained for this. The Indigenous Peoples Education Program. The IP Education Program ensures that the indigenous knowledge systems and practices of IP learners and their belief systems are respected. It seeks to inculcate among all DepEd personnel culture sensitivity, appropriateness when working among IP communities and learners. Flexible learning options are designed for learners whose schedules are different from most, with classes held when convenient with them. Flexible learning can take place in or outside the school, depending on what is best for the learners. The two main categories of FLOs are alternative delivery modes and alternative learning system. Tracks and strands in senior high school. Students have more options to choose from in preparation for their future, whether it be kolehiyo, trabajo, or negosyo. They can choose the academic track, or the technical vocational livelihood track, take the sports track, or get into arts and design track. Programs for the gifted and talented. Similarly, learners who are exceptionally gifted and talented are given opportunities, encouragement, and support in the development of their gifts or talents through programs to keep them challenged and motivated. Special curricular programs are in place to support learners who show specialized skills and interests in science, technology and engineering, sports, arts, foreign language, technical vocational education, and journalism. And in an inclusive education setting, the uniqueness of learners' abilities, knowledge, learning styles, study habits, and multiple intelligences are considered in lesson delivery. Lessons are delivered in creative ways through the use of technology, interactive activities, songs, poems, stories, and illustrations. Teaching and learning materials, both text and non-text, are made available and used as appropriate to the learners. These should help learners learn in what they see, what they write out, what they hear, and what they can do. An inclusive environment means buildings, classrooms, canteen, library, toilets, play areas, clinic, and all other school facilities are available, accessible, and fit for various learners at all levels. The school is also safe and friendly, with an atmosphere of community understanding that is conducive for learning. Learning assessments are inclusive when learners' performance are measured in many ways. It provides opportunities for learners to share and practice what they have learned in creative ways. Teachers receive appropriate and adequate training to enable them to foster an inclusive learning environment. Inclusive education can be made possible through the involvement of parents, caregivers, the immediate community, and civil society organizations. Inclusive education can only happen when all of us, from all different sectors, work for its accomplishment. School leadership is a powerful catalyst in implementing inclusive education. The department shall take the necessary steps to support personnel and shall prepare the needed resources to enable all public schools to be implementers of inclusive education. So why do we need inclusive education? So that all Filipinos learn skills for life and contribute to the nation. No learners left behind. This is what inclusive education is all about.